oh my gosh, 1, I see gold and shininess, and 2, I see popping bum cheeks. Oh my goodness. Hey V-Butts, I'm back, and today we're going to be checking out some new Squirkies, which are cute fidget pets full of fun from Little Live Pets. And I picked up a few different size packages today, that way we have a good variety of fidget features, cute animals of course, and a chance to see what you'll get based on what you pay. Everything you see here today I picked up at Walmart here in Canada, but there is a listing online for Indigo, and if you're in the States, be sure to check Walmart, Target, and on Amazon, because although it may be the end of summer, Christmas is just around the corner. So as far as I can tell, right now we have 3 different size options for buying Squirkies. First one would be a single pack, which is $5 US or $7 Canadian. Then we've got the 3-pack, which is $13 US or $19 Canadian. And finally, we have the 5-pack, which is $20 US and $30 Canadian. Now, what I like about these packages is that you can see exactly what you're getting, making it really easy to complete a collection if that's what you're into. And so far, it looks like the 3-packs do have alternate options. These were the 3 that I had available to me at my store, and the 5-packs were all the exact same. And I've learned one thing, which is buying a full case guarantees you absolutely nothing, because turns out some of my single packs are actually available in the larger sets. So I've got to figure out which ones I do not need to open. So let's just take these out. Ooh, we've got a mystery pack. So this one here is a duplicate. This one's similar, but technically different from the one in package because it's metallic. I've got no way of knowing whether or not the mystery pack is a duplicate, so I'm gonna keep it. We've got another duplicate here. This purple and pink monkey is a duplicate. This one looks like it's safe to keep. I don't see it anywhere. Unfortunately, this one's a duplicate. This one is adorable and not a duplicate. Oh no, this one's a duplicate. This one seems safe. Ah, this one's a duplicate as well. Darn, darn, darn. And finally, we've got this little turtle who looks safe. Okay, I'm not seeing a match for it. So I'll return these ones here and keep my eye out for any future Squirkies that I come across, because I can tell you right now, I definitely want a little fish, and I just assumed there'd be one of each type inside, but sadly, that is not the case. And we are done with these guys here. And I'll just move these big packs out of the way. All right, guys, it is a brand new day. I've painted my nails, already messed them up. As you can see, we're off to a great start. And unfortunately, even though I returned my duplicates, hoping that maybe some new ones that I don't have were put on the shelf, I came home empty-handed. So we still only have these 6 single packs to open, but that's all right. And I don't know if it's just because it's in the middle or because it's shrouded in mystery with this gold fanciness on the front, or maybe it's just to make sure I don't have another duplicate, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and start by opening this mystery box first. It's basically the exact same as the other packages, except covered in some question marks on purple cardboard with some gold in the front. Of course, we can see Squirkies all over it, but we're not gonna know what's inside until we open. So let's slice the tape and find out. Oh, that's cute! On the inside, if I hadn't ripped it, we did have a grassy hill background that we could have kept. And oh my gosh, 1, I see gold and shininess, and 2, I see popping bum cheeks. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got plastic holding in our pet. The pet, which I haven't looked at yet, other than his bum cheeks. We'll just set him down. And then we've got our checklist. So this is gonna let us know every type of pet or fidget feature we can collect in this series. So we've got curly chameleons, clicky cats, cheeky pop monkeys, toggle turtles, squiggly snakes, pop tube pups, squishin' fish, spin fin axolotls, pop bop butterflies, jiggles jellyfish, and on the back we've got twirly whirly hedgehogs, switchy scorpions, and then we've got some special ones like metallic creatures in the 3-packs, glow-in-the-dark creatures in the 5-packs, or the ultra-rare golden monkey, which can only come in the mystery packs with a 1 in 3 chance, and I definitely just opened it, so this is pretty cool. And I've decided to name him Lux. I don't know why, but he is a golden monkey. Squirky, finished with this metallic paint, and he's got some cheeky little pink bum cheeks. Wait, how do we pop it back out? I don't know. So far, I have messed up his bottom, but basically we've got some pretty cute little eyes here, and the ears kind of move. Will they pop out his bum cheeks? What did I do? Oh my gosh! Okay, we have a wind-up tail, which is just fun for spinning, and to get his little popping cheeks back out, we push on his ears. I don't know if you can see it from that view. Hold on. Boop. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Wait, do his eyes do anything? Oh my gosh, they do. When we wind the tail, the eyes move. Can you guys see that? They're just sort of looking back and forth. So technically we have 4 things on him that do something. And as far as I can tell, the quality is really good. This is a very lightweight item and would fit easily in small hands or pockets, but is definitely not gonna be, or at least for this one creature here, not gonna be a nice quiet fidget item like in the back of a car or just sitting in your living room if someone was using it. But other than that, I truly love him. And the only thing that I think would make this better, because it's pretty awesome, is if there was a spot to attach a keychain. That way we could bring these anywhere we want without fear of losing them. So that's it for Lux, my cheeky pop monkey. And now we can move on to our next Squirky. This time we've got a Pop Tube Pup in brown with accent colors of pink for her tail, belly, ears, tongue, and painted eyebrows. And to me, she looks like a poppy. That's a good sound. And for her features, we've got ears that lift and click when we flip them down, a tongue that clicks back and forth and controls the movement of her eyes, a tail that doesn't really do anything unless you sort of just flick at it with your nail, and of course, her pop tube belly. Once again, super cute. Now, she actually does have a bit of a hole in her paw, and it's hollow inside, so I could easily attach her to a backpack or a keychain if I wanted to. Next up, we have our first toggle turtle in a light blue, minty green, and purple color. And I guess we'll call him Toggles because I'm super original, obviously. Right away, I'm just gonna point out that I found a hole on the side of his shell, which kind of looks as though it was intended to be a keychain spot, which is fantastic, but there's nothing included in the packages, so if that was the intent, it's gonna be something you add yourself, or they just haven't done it yet. I don't know. But either way, he is really cute. So for his fidget features, we have a wiggly head. We can jiggle it up, side to side, and back and forth. He looks a little worried there, so I'm gonna stop. He's got 3 big purple buttons going across the center of his shell, which are nice and clicky. And his tail kind of just goes up and down. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the front. I had to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's just a tail. And that's it for Toggles, my super original turtle. Our next pet is a squiggly snake. This one is a yellow and teal color, and it's basically like a tangle. It just gets bigger as you twist the little sections of his body. He's got 7 yellow sections and 7 teal sections and a giant yellow head with huge eyeballs. And I'm gonna call him Zigzag because it just makes sense. Hold on, what kind of shapes can we make? Stretch him out really big, or we could wind it up and make him really small. Can we make him stand? Kinda. He's a little top heavy, but with the right amount of balancing, yeah, we can. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we can. All right, so for section, oh, he comes apart. So be mindful of that. Do not lose them. They are definitely small enough to be a choking hazard. So if you've got a child that likes to dismantle things and mouthing objects is an issue, I would definitely avoid the squiggly snakes. But otherwise, he is super cute. Of course, his body is the main fidget feature, but our little zigzag snake here also has a flicky, rubbery pink tongue. You can't really hear a sound from it, unfortunately. Winding eyeballs and a twisting head. That's it for my zigzag squiggly snake. Next up, we've got, I think, a hamster. I'll have to check the list. No, what was I thinking? It's a cat. So it's a light orange and cream color with some painted beige and pink details. We've got some twisting feet, a little button click nose, It's definitely easier to see from the side, but it's basically in or out. On top of his head, we've got some rubbery spiked ears. They're soft on the fingertips, but feel really, really cool. And they're controlling his eyes. It looks like they're moving together, whether I do one or both. Whoop, 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 whoop. Left and right, left and right. And on the back, we've got a really loud wind-up tail. It reminds me very much of a crank. So once again, this is definitely a fidget friend that would be a little annoying after a while in a long car ride. And I've decided to call him Cranky. And for our last single pack, we have a super cute curly chameleon. Her body is a mix of light blue on top and bright green underneath, with a little pink tongue, long tail, and humongous eyeballs that spin. Oh my, she's so cute. And they work separately from one another. So if I spin this one here, the other one doesn't move. I love that. Oh gosh, it's gonna look like she's super dizzy. I'm gonna call her Dizzy. That's the perfect name for her. She's got 4 raised bumps on top of her head attached to a button. And when we push it, her tongue pops out. Or we could just pull that if we wanted. And if we gently pull on the tail, the curl will snap back into place. And a quick look underneath tells me, once again, I have a hole in case I want to attach her to something. And now onto the 3 packs. We're gonna have a total of 9 Squirkies in here, guys. And yes, it may seem as though this video is already running long, and that's because it is. But worry not, because the 9 characters in here are all gonna be duplicates of characters we've opened. So realistically, it's a bit of a fashion show to see what our lovely creatures are wearing this season. Like the exclusive metallic shades that only come in the 3 packs. On top, we've got this really cool section that's green on the inside and purple on the outside, which reminds me a lot of the stencil rulers that I used to use when I was a kid. So I'm gonna carefully cut these off because I think they would make for a really cool bookmark. Ta-da! I mean, I definitely need to clean them up and straighten out those lines a bit, but yeah, those are totally useful. So packaging is opened, and I'm just gonna remove our animals. First up, we've got 2 Pop Tube pups. This time we've got a cream and blue pup, as well as a gold and pink. And of course, they're gonna have the exact same features as our Poppy pup. So that's the back and forth tongue that wiggles the eyes, ears that lift and click when you push them down, and of course, the pop tube belly. So that's the blue one. And it looks like I've completed the set now, because on the checklist, it shows that every animal has 2 variations in color. We've got a brown and pink one, which I opened first, and the cream and blue one, which I just opened. And on the back, we saw that the metallic finishes are only in the 3 packs, and it shows a gold and pink pup, which of course is right here. And she has the exact same fidget features. The only thing different about her is that she's shiny. So once again, that's her tongue and eyes, lift and click ears, and pop tube belly. Next up, we have a squiggly snake, which is, of course, gonna be a twin to Zigzag. So I think we should call this one Ziggy. We've got Zigzag and Ziggy. They are twins, which means they do everything the same, except Ziggy looks nice and clean and put together. Hold on. I believe in my skills and abilities. I think I can make Zigzag look good again. Yeah, I did it! I mean, I kind of did it upside down, but it counts. He is, in fact, fixed. And naturally, his twin sister is of course going to do every single thing that Zigzag could do. So we've got a flicky tongue, spinny eyeballs, which of course do move independently from one another, a twisting head, but hers is so much cooler. His doesn't really make that sound. I thought it was for a while, but then I assumed it must have been the eyes, because it sounds more like a gear on her. She's way cooler, but okay, whatever. Oop, removable body parts. Be mindful of that. Do not forget. And that's it for Ziggy and her twin brother, Zigzag, who is unfortunately less cool to me now because his head does not do what hers does. It's still adorable, but not as cool. If you think Ziggy is cooler, leave a like so that I know that you agree with me. As for us, we are done with the snakes because we have both variations in color, which means we can move on to our toggle turtle. And you know what? She's got a brother too. His name is Toggle. Super original. So what's her name gonna be? Toggle and Boggle. What's your Boggle? No, I don't like that name. Never mind. Okay, so we've got Toggle and Taggle? Sure, Toggle and Taggle. So Taggle is the exact same as Toggle, except she has green for her body parts, like the face, feet, and tail. And her shell is yellow with pink. And of course, all of her features are gonna be the exact same. So that will be a fully moving head up, down, left, right, all directions, and 3 clicky buttons. Nothing going on with the feet, not that I know of. Oh my gosh, the tail did something. It clicks. Wait a sec. Oh snap. Toggles did too, and I totally missed it. All right, so he had 3 features. That's awesome. Okay then. Or 5 if you count each individual button. Cool. So pay attention, folks, unlike me. Ooh, next up, we've got a curly chameleon. So earlier we had Curly. I think that's what we called her. I don't know. And our newest one is Twirly. We've got Curly and Twirly. So Twirly's colors are a little bit darker than they're appearing on camera because right now they look a little bit of a pastel shade for the pink on top and green on the bottom. But in person, it's a bit more watermelon, like a darker shade of each color. And our features, of course, are the same. So we can pull out the tongue if we wanted to, or you could push the button on top of her head with the 4 bumps and push her tongue out that way. We can pull on the tail gently and watch it flick back into place. And of course, spin her eyes independently from one another. See, they don't move. Oh no, her name wasn't Curly, it was Dizzy, wasn't it? But that doesn't work because I liked Curly and Twirly, so that is their new names, okay? Deal with it. Next up, we've got some clicky cats, but of course, these guys are triplets since we happen to get a metallic one in one of the packs. Otherwise, they just would have been twins, but lucky for us, that is not the case today. So here's Cranky, the first one we got. This cream and purple one is the exact same in all the features, but she's got stripes going over the back of her body as well as on her forehead. And this cream and blue metallic one has the same face and everything as the first cat and the ones on the side, but none on the back, which makes them all kind of different. See, everybody's unique in their own way, even if they do the same things, which these guys should all do. Just in case, let's make sure, starting with our cranking tail. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. This one's a lot stiffer than the rest, but they do all work. Our rolling ears and eyes, which are bumpy. I really like these. Yeah, that's good. Very nice. Our button click nose. Yep. And finally, the spinning feet. Nice and loud. Oh. Okay, the purple one spins, but it's much quieter. And the blue one spins, and it's also quieter. Not as loud as the orange, but they do all work. And finally, we have our Cheeky Pop monkeys, which are gonna be the only ones that I haven't completed yet because we got one of the metallic ones in that 3-pack, but the basic ones have a color variation of purple and pink, which is right here, and then an orange to yellow, which I don't have because of course I opened up the super rare gold metallic one. So hopefully I find it in the future because then I'll have quadruplets, but for now I'm happy with the triplets. And I think they're one of my favorite animals because of those bum cheeks. So now let's just make sure the pink and purple one works. Ears, check. Bubble pop cheeks, check. One more time for good measure. Check. Cranking tail. Check. Cranking tail moving eyes. Also check. So yeah, the purple and pink one is good. And I think I'm gonna name her Berry. And then for our special 3-pack exclusive, we've got a turquoise with metallic red monkey. Ears, check. Popping bum cheeks, definitely a check. Cranking tail, check. Tail moving the eyes, check. And that's it for all 9 of the animals that we got in our 3 packs. Which means it's time for us to open up our very last package that will have 5 glow-in-the-dark pets. And so far, I believe this is the only combination of animals that we can get in a 5-pack, but that could change in the future. Ooh, the background for this one looks like glowy foliage. Once again, we have the checklist in the bottom, but I have a lot of these now, so I'm just gonna put it to the side. So just like before, I'm gonna try to open the top carefully. That way I can save the fancy bit, because I think it looks cool. There we go. And of course, we've got to free our animals. We've got some pretty cool looking variations of the exact same creatures, of course, but they have the added bonus of being able to glow in the dark, or at least they should. I will be testing that because I have very bright lights. So if the package says they're gonna glow, they better glow. So in the 5-pack, we get an orange and pink Cheeky Pop monkey. We've got flapping ears and cheeky little bum pops there, which we push in and pop back out using the ears. My kids just tested this and they like to hold the monkey this way. But you guys can't see it very well if I do it like that, so that's what we're doing. I really like popping them out one at a time. I don't know why. This seems to be the favorite in the house just because of the funny bottom. Then we've got our crank tail, which also wiggles the eyes back and forth. I kind of wish they spun around fully, but they work, so that's all that matters. I'll just set him off to the side so he can absorb some light. And we can move on to our next squiggle snake. And I'm really hopeful that this one's better than the yellow one, because even though I was pretty excited about Zigzag when I first opened him up, he only makes a click sound in his neck sometimes. Like, it's gotta be in a certain angle. Sometimes he just doesn't do anything, but Ziggy does, no matter what. So fingers crossed that our newest snake is good. And I think I'm gonna call her Zig Glow. I mean, it's not a good name, but it works. And her coloring is green, which should be the light absorbing part of her body, and a light blue. And I want to absorb as much as possible, so I'm gonna unwind her. Friendly reminder, they do come apart, so keep that in mind. She's got her rubbery tongue, spinning eyeballs that move independently from one another. And finally, here we go. Oh, I mean, it's a spinning head, which is quiet in one direction, but loud in the other. Wait a minute, so was Ziggy's. No, but his is quiet on both sides. His just works whenever it wants to. He kind of looks like a broken duck with a really long neck. Anyways, she works, that's what matters. Next up, we have our glowing curly chameleon. So just to recap, our other two look like this. We had a watermelon looking one of pink and green, a blue and green, and now we've got a bright light green on top with pink. That's a very pretty color combo. And together they make triplets with 3 eyes. Actually, no, 6 eyes. So we've got curly, twirly, and whirly. Awesome. And just like the others, she's got independent rolling eyes, a tail that snaps back when you pull it, and then 4 raised bumps on top of her head button here that sticks out her tongue when you push it, or you can just pull on it. Next up, we have our cat, and to me they really do look like hamsters, but this time she's a transparent blue with a creamy color. And just like our other cats, she has 4 fidget features, which is pretty cool because most of them only have 3. So she has the push button nose, the back and forth bumpy ears, which move the eyes, the spinning feet, and funny enough, the last 3 that I opened are all quieter, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes you need quieter fidgets, although you would have to avoid the crank part. So yeah, that's 4. That's gonna be it for our final cat, and I'm gonna call her Blueberry, which means we can move on to the final pop tube puppy, and this one is my absolute favorite. The color combination is perfect. The glowing section of her, whoop, I almost dropped her. So she's got pink for her ears and all that, and a light transparent blue for the glowing sections. And of course she has the exact same features as the other pop tube pups. So she's got a pop tube, lift and click ears, and a tongue to move back and forth that wiggles her eyes. And now it's time to see if they glow in the dark. They've been sitting here absorbing light for a while, so we should be able to see something. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I'm not sure how well it's gonna show off, so I tried getting footage with my cell phone as well as the regular camera. And I have to say, I didn't expect these to be so bright, but I also didn't expect them to kind of fade away as quickly as they did either. there. So the amount of time that they end up glowing will just be a matter of how long you leave them in the light to actually absorb it. I'm gonna try this. I'm leaving them directly on my lights so that they can stay lit up slightly longer once I turn them off. So the blue absorbs much better, and I'm just gonna show you that. And I've got the monkey and chameleon flipped so that they absorb more light. Let's give this a go. So our cat glows very well. Oh my gosh. But it also fades really quickly, and I didn't even get to finish that sentence before these guys here stopped glowing. So I'll just point out now before I continue that on our chameleon, it looked like the eyes were glowing quite a bit, not so much the bottom of the body. And on the monkey, it was the ears. And I didn't get a chance to notice the eyes or the bottom of the body because they just sort of fizzled out. So we're gonna give it another go, and hopefully you guys will get a chance to see it. There we go. There we go. So the monkey held it in just a bit, and the pink does not absorb very well on our chameleon, as you can see, and we are losing the light. The camera is having a hard time focusing. And there you have it, guys. 20 brand new Squirky Fidget pets. Funny enough, every single one that I opened, even the ones that I returned, were all variations of the exact same animals, which makes me think it might be a first wave or something, because every single one I'm missing was not an option in a multi-pack. So maybe we'll be getting 12 new single packs, 3 varieties of the 3 packs, and another glow-in-the-dark 5 pack. But for now, I'm definitely gonna be on the hunt for the final monkey because it's the only one that I'm missing. Overall, I really like these. I think the ultimate favorites for us would be the cats, snakes, and monkeys because they have the most fidget features and are the funniest in terms of the bum cheeks. And even though they're super cute, the least favorite, or at least for now, for my kids, was the Pop Tube puppies because they said the tube's a little stiff. But I think it would be easier to manipulate after they get used a bit because that's usually the case. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did and haven't yet, then please remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future fun toy reviews, especially even though it's September leading up into the holidays. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!